Hello and welcome to Corby TV here on YouTube. Thanks for joining us, and please subscribe and like. Michael does that along the bottom of the screen and then puts it over there. Something like that.
I do indeed, yes. And there's a little bell there now as well.
A bell.
And that will give you a notification of every time a new video comes out.
That's a great idea. So we're talking volunteers at Corby Town this week. The season's finished, but there's still lots to do at Steel Park to make sure that Steel Park looks fantastic when the new season starts. The manager, we've heard today, is in place. He's here. He's staying. Yep. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm joined not only by myself, Chuck. Hello. This is Michael.
Hello.
And this is Kian Wolfen.
Are you right?
Wolfen what?
Wolfenden.
Wolfenden. See, I told you I remember eventually. Kian, you're one of the many volunteers at Steel Park, aren't you?
Yep. I'm one of the ground staff. There's loads of us, but we could do with a few more helpers in the club.
Now, I've seen you out there on the pitch on your tractor.
Yeah.
That must be a fun thing to do.
It is, but, it can be challenging as well because you've got to remember where you've been, and sometimes because there's like three of us, one of us could be cutting ahead of you, and you'll forget where your lines are, and you've just got to retract again.
That sounds as if you almost want a professional, stripy-looking pitch.
Well, we try and get it like the Premier League, but you're never going to get it like the Premier League.
Have you been to any other kind of Premiership grounds to look at how they work and their grounds work?
I've been to Wembley. I've also been to Stamford Bridge, seen how that works.
Don't know, never heard of it.
But yeah, when I went to Wembley, it was they were already out moving the goals before the games, so the goalkeepers could warm up. And I was like, geez, imagine having that, still having people moving the goals, having a goal so the goalkeepers could warm up, and then someone dragging it off the pitch just before the players come out.
But that's also they're not using the
actual
right in front of the goal
goals,
post. But you're one of the many volunteers.
Yep.
They're looking for more volunteers here at Steel Park. It's going to be a huge season next season. I really think so. Do you not think as well? It's going to be huge.
I think it is, yeah. Fantastic season, I believe. Well, fingers crossed. We've got the right man now, haven't we? We'll keep him and positive for me.
That news has come out today. Gary Setchell is staying with Corby Town certainly for the next season. So it's all gears are moving up and we're looking good. But we're talking about volunteers, and I know that Pete Currell, who's another volunteer here, he's looking for people to come in. He's looking for lots and lots of painters. Painters and decorators.
Painters, decorators, people to help clean out the dressing rooms. We've got tournaments coming on soon. Just loads of people just to help, because three of us, we can do it, but, more people would be nice to have.
Many hands make light work, as they say. So, so if you're a Corby Town fan, you're thinking it would be great to be in the dressing rooms doing a bit of painting, or even in the chairman's lounge. In the boardroom, that would be great as well. It all needs a bit of a spruce up, because when we start here, the first game of the season, or it could be the second game of the season, it could be a Wednesday night, couldn't it? We want it to look special, so that when the team come out, everything looks good. So it's a bit like, and it's a terrible link to say, it's a bit like the coronation, because apparently the Queen and the King Charles only ever got used to the smell of fresh paint everywhere they went. It was one of those things that happened. But so what else do you do on the pitch? I mean, it looks good. It's been regarded as one of the best playing surfaces in our league, and you look after it well.
We do. I listen to your things after the game, and I also try and find the opposition's managers, because I want to hear what they have to say. I want to hear what they have to say. Do they like the playing surface, or what did they think of it? And some managers have been, all managers that I've listened to have been, pretty decent with the pitch. Sometimes they've said, there's standing puddles, but you can't have that. It's the UK. You're always going to get rain in this country.
It's certainly been one game. There was only one game, and both managers came off and said it was a bit sticky, but it had been raining solidly for 2 days. But as you say, it's a leveler, isn't it? Because whatever the home team have got to put up with, the away team has to put up with as well. So it's a fine leveler. But So I'm aware that the pitch hasn't had a game on it now for 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks now.
And it's been reseeded.
Yep.
Refertilised.
Yep.
and it's been cut today. Did you cut it today?
No, the other ground staff did it today. I was outside on the outside pitch, rolling the outside pitch, because we still have to make sure the outside pitch looks presentable as well, because there are teams that play on that as well.
Well, I mean, you need a good pitch.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's what's under the feet of all footballers. So, and what else needs to be done? Obviously, there's lots of painting. The pitch is being maintained. What else needs to be done at Steel Park, or is it just a general tidy round to make sure that everything's clean and tidy?
Just a general tidy round, because of course, this new season's going to come quick, and we want it to look presentable for new players. If you're a new player, you want to come in. Like, the manager will bring you in and say, right, what do you think of this thing? Like, what do you think of the stadium? And, you want it to look presentable for them. So they go, right, give me it so I can sign it. Where do I sign? But yeah, it's, we're trying to do that, but with more hands, I think it would become easier.
And obviously, any problems are on the pitch, generally in front of the goal. I would have thought they've all been reseeded and returfed.
Yeah, there was the season where the goal mouth started to dip. Which wasn't nice, but we just had to deal with it till the end of the season. And then as soon as we got to the end of the season, we thought, you know what, let's get it done. Let's see what we can do to it, and we did it. But it's all preparation now for these. There's loads of tournaments coming up. Next weekend in May, or the 15th, 14th, whatever, and there's
then the week
loads of
after
dates,
that, there's tournaments all day.
Yeah,
kids football. And we want more kids playing football. If you want to play at Steel Park, it's how you get involved, isn't it? But you've been filming some children's football, haven't you, for Northants?
I have, yeah. I've been doing the Northants Senior Youth League, done a couple of, one of the finals already. Hopefully Corby will be in the Jamin Shield. Fingers crossed for that. They're still in it, top of the group. So I think they're away at Glenborough tonight, funny enough.
I think so, yeah.
And they've still got games to play. I think they've got about 6 games left. So keep your eye on social media and, come up and support them, because they certainly need it. Top of the group in the Jamin Shield. So I think one goes through. So, yeah.
And it's where the future of Corby Town could come from, of course, and that's what you've got to be thinking. But, you've been involved with Corby Town a couple of years now. You are a super fan.
Yeah, I'm one of the fans as well. Like, on match days, I help get the drum out because the fans want the drum going. So I'm like, all right, let's get out and get it going. And
you're also travelling away games?
Yeah, I go to the away games that I can do. Some of them I'm like, it's too far. Or sometimes I'm just like, no, I can't be bothered.
Is that because you've only got a push bike?
I've got that electric scooter that you see me up on the ground sometimes with. But on the away games, like, I go on the bus with the supporters, and it's a fun day out with them.
I've seen the videos on the bus.
Yeah.
We've all seen the videos of our fans travelling to games, and we need the fans there as much as we do. They are the 12th man in many cases. So it's all good. So obviously you're still working every week, but you're on some sort of government scheme, is that right? I
was on a government scheme, but that unfortunately ended. It was only a 6-month scheme.
All right.
It was, what was it? I can't remember what it was called, but they put me on it, and then it was only for 6 months, and then unfortunately that had to come to an end. And then I spoke to Chris Mullender.
Oh yeah.
And I just said, I said to him, look, I'm going to continue doing this. I like I don't mind not getting paid for it. I enjoy doing what I'm doing, so I said I'm happy to do it volunteering. That's
a great thing to hear. I mean, it's a great thing to be part of the club, and a great thing to help out everybody here. We're all volunteers.
What's quite unusual is because you're young and the other chaps are so much older, how do you get on with them?
Yeah, we get on well. Like, it's banter. We have banter with each other sometimes. Like, today, I was on my tractor, and then Steve was like, "What have you done?" And I was like, "Oh, I think I put it in the wrong gear or something." And then he was like, "What are you doing? Like, put it in this gear." And I was like, "Oh, sometimes you just forget." But yeah, we have banter in the cabin over the other side together when no one's around.
Who makes the tea?
They do, because I don't drink tea.
What a get-out clause.
Yeah, so, that's what I say to them.
But but you're enjoying your time at Corby Town.
Yeah.
Where do you think it will lead to?
I think we will go up this season. I hope we do, because I've seen that Stanford, Hills Owen have gone up now. I think that should have been us, but you know, it all came down to the last game of the season, and you know, results just didn't go our way in the games that we needed to get points. The ones at home that we played, where it just didn't go our way, unfortunately.
Well, all the way through the season, it's not a sprint finish, it's a marathon, and obviously there was a few too many draws at the beginning of the season, maybe, coming into October. Then there was a bit of a wobble, but, you know, it's got to be played out over the season. We've beaten some of the best teams.
Yeah,
we've lost against some of the worst teams, you know.
I was at the away game at Hales Owen, and that was a game because the one where Jay gave away that penalty, oh, that was heartbreaking as a fan, because Hales Owen fans loved it, but we were just so distraught.
It still wasn't a penalty. I mean, I think he still got his hand to it. He did. I can still see it. He got his hand to the ball.
I don't think it was a pen. But
the referee, you know, we can't say too much about the referees, but I think he maybe wasn't on having his best game that day.
No.
I wasn't at that game, so he probably wasn't his best game.
In that case, Michael, what actually happened was Jay actually came up, picked the ball up and threw it away, and the referee went, no, that's a penalty. And no, he didn't really. But it was good to be there. And it is great being away there. So, we're going to kind of miss that, because we're going to, Stamford's nice and close.
Yeah.
Hales Owen, one of the furthest away, of course. Yeah. But everybody likes to go to Hales Owen and have a good day out.
Yeah, it was a good day out.
But we've got maybe a couple of new teams to be looking forward to, depending on which league we're going to be playing in next year. We don't even know that.
Nope.
Well, there's your thing about away grounds. Some of them coming up. You know, I've been to a couple of them, and I think you'll have your old saying about, you know, some of the away grounds again. I'm not mentioning any names, but Chuck will find out when we go there.
Yeah, it's we have unfortunately been to some very poor grounds in the time that I've been watching Corby Town, but then again, that's been since I was like 16. And that's, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago now. So, but obviously you're enjoying your time here.
Yeah.
You're enjoying what you do at Corby Town.
Yeah.
And it's not much more for us to say, apart from if you want to be helping out Corby Town and being a volunteer and come and do some painting, certainly some painting and tidying up here at the Steel Park, then please get in contact. You can contact Pete Currell. Or anybody at the club, and just ask it to be forwarded to Pete, and he will pick that up. And you can they won't get a go on your tractor, will they?
No.
But you certainly might have to do some painting with young Carl and Pete and all the other crew. So thank you very much for joining us today on Corby Town TV.
Thank you very much, Chuck.
And wave at the camera. Go on, we'll do that. Are you waving?
I'm not waving yet because I've got a couple more things to say.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, they are. I've written them down as well, which is unusual. The YouTube channel I've set up now. You can go onto the YouTube channel. You can direct link from the website, which has always been there. You click on that, it'll take you straight to the YouTube channel. In the top right-hand corner of the YouTube channel, you'll see 4 or 5 links, and you just click on each icon and it'll take you directly to Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, there's another Instagram. Yeah, so that'll take you straight to there. So you don't even need to go looking for them now. Just go to YouTube and then click the little button and away you go.
Technology, it's fantastic, people in there. So anything else? But obviously you are watching this on YouTube now. Subscribe, please, and like. And hit the notification button, and then the next time we bring you one of these podcasts, you'll get a notification as well. That's the way it works. But until next time.
Bye for now.
See ya.